I'm going to show you my top 10 new features in Screenflow 5. Hi, I'm Daniel J. Lewis from the Audacity to Podcast.com. I think that Screenflow is the best screen recording application for OS X, and version 5 adds some great new features to that. So here are my top 10 new features in Screenflow 5 that make it totally worth the upgrade. And if you'd like to buy or upgrade to Screenflow 5, please go to theaudacitytopodcast.com/screenflow. Number 10, color labels. This is where when you have multiple clips in your recording, you can now apply colors to these different clips. Just right click on it and choose a color label. I'll make that one blue and I'll make this one green. So now I can very easily distinguish from these. You could use these in all kinds of cases for whatever type of recording that you're doing. That's number 10, color labels. Number 9, save local copy. For as long as Screenflow has been able to upload to a cloud video hosting service or any kind of cloud hosting service, I have wanted to be able to take advantage of this feature. Now I can with Screenflow 5. This works by when I go to the File menu and choose Publish To. Let's say I want to publish to my YouTube channel. I now have an option to, at the same time as I'm exporting this video, processing it to 1080p, 720p, or whatever quality for YouTube, I can also choose to save this same file to my local disk. So I don't have to export twice if the YouTube version is going to work just as well for me. Great new feature. That's number 9, save local copy. Number 8, batch export. If you have multiple Screenflow projects that you want to export at the same time, or just leave something to process while you go away, then you can now do that with Screenflow 5. Go to the File menu, choose Batch Export, and here I'll choose my settings for this particular set of files. These settings will apply for all of the files that I add. Then click on the plus sign and add the files that I want to batch export. Click on the plus sign again, find another file that I want to add. And now I have my multiple files in here. And when I click begin, it will start to batch export all of these files. That's feature number 8. New feature number 7, clean up unused sources. I have 2 different clips here in my timeline. I've decided I don't want that one. I want to delete one of these, but they're named the same thing. This could be even worse if I have 50 different clips in here of different resources that at one point or another I decided not to use. So I want to save some space, and an easy way to do that now is to click on this gear icon and click Remove All Unused Media. It will ask for confirmation. Click Delete again, and then whatever clips I'm not using in my timeline are removed from my media library. This applies to photos, videos, music, any media that is here in the library can be removed with just a couple clicks when I'm not using it in my timeline. That's feature number 7. New feature number 6, a recording monitor. If I go up to the Screenflow icon on the menu bar and click Show Recording Monitor, I now get to see how long I've been recording. I get to see my current audio levels, and if I was recording with a webcam, I would also get to see what my webcam is currently recording, so I can make sure that I am actually in the shot or that my lights are actually working. I've chosen the right webcam. I am looking into the right webcam. Anything like that, this Screenflow recording monitor makes it great for that. I recommend if you're going to use this, put the Screenflow recording monitor on a different monitor than whatever display you're recording, or put it somewhere that it won't make it into the recording, because this, as you can see, does make it into the recording inside of Screenflow. That's feature number 6. Feature number 5 is right here on this recording monitor, that while I'm recording, I can place a marker in my recording. Here's what it looks like then when I bring the recording into Screenflow. I have this marker right here, and my scrubbing insert point will snap to it. So it's very easy to get to this spot. I can use these markers for, maybe I know this is a spot where I need to put in a subtitle on my screen. I need to change the camera. I need to add some special feature or effect here. Or maybe this is just a spot I messed up, and I know, looking at my Screenflow project, I need to jump to exactly this point and fix this particular spot where I've messed up. I love the ability to place markers in my recordings while I'm recording, because it saves a lot of time afterward in the editing. That's feature number 5. Feature number 4, touch callouts. This is where I can simulate touch interactions with my recording. In this particular recording, I tapped on the podcast app over here in the lower right corner, and I want to simulate that in my recording. So I'll go to where I actually tap on it. There's the spot right there. Now I go to my new touch callout section inside of Screenflow. I will add a template action, and the template action is pretty simple. I just want a single tap. Click on the callout down here in the timeline, and now I can place my dot. I'll place it right there. I want to shorten how long the dot displays for make it just a little more than 1 second. And now when I play my recording, you see the tap and the new program loads. There are even better interactions that I can get than this. So I'll jump to a spot where I scroll my list of episodes right here. So I start the scroll right there. So now I'm going to add a scrolling action. I can add scrolling actions by using any of their particular templates for me, like a swipe right, swipe left, zoom out, rotations, any of that. But I want to add my own touch call out here. So I'll tap add action. I will move the first touch to where I want it to be, right there. And then I'll say this call out does have an end state. So let me find where that end state needs to go. Stretch my action to that spot, and I'll move my end point for this to right there. This is animated because I told it it has a call out end point and a beginning point. So when I preview this, you'll see me touch the screen and swipe. I can do this in other ways too, and I can have much more fine control over this. For example, let's just pretend I'm in a map application and I want to do a rotation. There's already a call out action for that. So I'll choose this 90-degree rotation right here. I will change my colors though for the call out. I want them to be a darker blue because you can't see very well on the white background. So there are my dark blue points. I'll jump back so you can see. That's what a 90-degree rotation looks like. And I can speed that up or slow that down based on how long the touch callout is in my timeline. So here's what it would look like, sped up. This is great for recording touch interactions in your mobile apps. I'll get to that in just a moment. So that's new feature number 4, touch callouts. New feature number 3, action templates. Oh, I love this one a lot. When you create an action on a video, let's say that I want a call out action here. So then here's what that call out action would look like. Press play and you see the zoom. There's my zoom in on the item and then a zoom out. That's great. I want to repeat that action now, and I can do it with Screenflow 5. So I right click on my action and I click create template action. So now if I want to create that same action anywhere else in my recording, I can get that. I'll say this is the icon I want to click in the right corner. So I'll highlight it first. So I'll go to create a new callout action. And when I click this gear icon, I have my new action right there that I've made as a template. So I'll add that right here. But when I look at it, it's highlighting the same spot as before. This is where when you select the callout action, click on the freehand option. Now hold down the Alt or Option key on your keyboard, and you can remove a highlight. Now that I've removed it, I'm going to add the spot that I do want to highlight. So I'll add it right there. So now my new callout action is animated the same way as my previous callout actions, but I've been able to apply it here without going through all the mess of resetting all of my particular options here for that callout. That's feature number 3, action templates. Oh, I love this. You can do this with many other actions, video actions, audio actions, callout actions, any kind of action. You can have an action template for it. Number 2, new feature in Screenflow 5, Snapback actions. Let's go to a spot in my video and say I want to zoom in on a spot right here. I'm tapping the subscribe button, so I want to zoom in on that and highlight it. I'm going to zoom the entire screen, so I'll go here to add a new video action. So now when I watch my video, you see that it zooms in. Great. Before, I would have to undo this action, and I'd have to go in, create a new action, tell it to go back to 100%, back to the regular position for this video, but no longer do I have to do that. It's this simple. Just go to the Actions menu and click Add Snapback Action, and we choose whether we want to add this to the video, audio, or screen recording. I add it video-wise, and now I have the exact same duration of that video action added as a snapback action. I zoom in, I say something, then I zoom out. It was that easy to create a snapback action. You can do this with audio, with video. These snapback actions will save you a lot of time in your editing. That's feature number 2, snapback actions. Then top number 1 new feature in Screenflow 5, as you've probably noticed from my demonstration here, you can now record iOS devices connected to your computer. You need to have an iOS device that uses a lightning cable, and you need to be on OS 10.10 Yosemite or later. This allows you to very easily record from the screen of your device. So if I go to start a new recording, I now have the option to record the screen from my attached iPhone. Or if I have an iPad with a lightning connector also attached to my computer, I can record from that iPad screen. This is a great opportunity for you to record any kind of demonstration that you want. Then add all of these touch callouts so that people can see a very professional demonstration of the iOS app that you're using. Thus, that is my number 1 feature for Screenflow 5. You don't have to mess with stuff like AirPlay and the bar showing on your screen, any weird things like that. Just connect your iOS device to your computer and record with Screenflow. Number 1 new feature in Screenflow 5, iOS recording. So these top 10 new features are number 10, color labels, number 9, save local copy, number 8, batch export, number 7, clean up unused sources, number 6, recording monitor, number 5, markers while recording, number 4, touch callouts, number 3, action templates, number 2, snapback action, and number 1, iOS recording. If you want to get Screenflow 5, please go to theaudacity2podcast.com/Screenflow. Now that I've given you some of the guts and taught you some of the tools, it's time for you to go launch or improve your own podcast or maybe your YouTube channel or whatever demonstrations you're doing to share your passions and find success. I'm Daniel J. Lewis from theaudacity2podcast.com. Thank you for watching.